Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel Future Force. Today we are going deep into one of the most powerful and enduring symbols of American air power, the legendary B-52 Stratofortress, and not just the aircraft itself, but a recent show of force so massive that it sent ripples through global military circles, catching both China and Russia completely off guard. This is the story of a strategic bomber armada moving out in full strength, an event that demonstrates not only the capabilities of the United States Air Force but also the enduring relevance of this extraordinary machine after more than 7 decades of service. In this journey, we will explore every detail, from its commanding exterior presence to the tight and functional interior, from its unmatched performance and safety features to the unique selling points that have allowed it to outlast every other bomber of its generation. We will discuss its cost, both in dollar terms and in strategic value, and we will conclude with what this armada means in the broader context of global power dynamics. The first thing that strikes anyone seeing the B-52 in person is its sheer size. The aircraft stands like a steel giant, its long fuselage stretching to about 159 feet, its wings spanning an astonishing 185 feet from tip to tip. Those wings are not just broad, they are engineered to create lift with incredible efficiency, allowing the bomber to carry heavy payloads over intercontinental ranges without losing stability. The design philosophy behind the B-52's exterior is pure functionality combined with raw intimidation. Every line, every curve, and every protruding component exists for a purpose. The long, narrow wings are mounted high on the fuselage, which gives the aircraft the appearance of floating effortlessly in the air despite its weight. The 8 engines, mounted in 4 twin pods under the wings, are spaced in such a way that they distribute thrust evenly and keep the bomber stable in turbulent conditions. From a distance, the silhouette of the B-52 is unmistakable. The high T-tail, a towering vertical stabilizer with a wide horizontal stabilizer across the top, gives the bomber excellent control during long flights and adds to its distinct look. The fuselage itself is relatively slender for such a large aircraft, a design decision that reduces drag while still allowing for massive internal bomb bays. On modern variants, the surface is coated with specialized radar-absorbing paint and materials, which help reduce the radar cross-section, though the B-52 is not a stealth aircraft in the traditional sense. The landing gear is another unique feature, a 4-post system with 2 main gear units in the centerline and 2 outrigger wheels under the wings. This configuration allows the bomber to operate from runways that are not perfectly smooth or perfectly aligned, an important advantage for global operations. Looking closely at the exterior during this latest Armada deployment, you would see the aircraft in its most modernized form. The latest B-52H models have upgraded engine nacelles, new communications antennas, and external hardpoints capable of carrying advanced missiles and smart weapons. The underbelly and wings can be loaded with rotary launchers, cruise missile pods, and guided bomb racks. Each aircraft in the Armada carried a different mix of ordnance depending on its role in the exercise, some configured for long-range strike, others for maritime patrol, and others for strategic deterrence missions. The sight of so many B-52s lined up on the tarmac, engines roaring, each loaded for a specific purpose, is enough to send a strong signal to anyone watching. This is not just a show, it is a demonstration of ready-to-act capability. Inside the B-52, the atmosphere is completely different from the sleek, touch-screen-heavy cockpits of modern stealth bombers like the B-2 Spirit or the upcoming B-21 Raider. The Stratofortress interior is functional, compact, and unapologetically utilitarian. The cockpit houses seats for the pilot and co-pilot at the front, with the navigator, radar navigator, or weapons systems officer, and electronic warfare officer seated in stations slightly behind and below. The instrumentation is a mix of analog gauges and modernized digital displays, the result of decades of incremental upgrades. While newer avionics have replaced much of the Cold War-era equipment, the overall feel remains that of a purpose-built machine, where every switch and dial is exactly where it needs to be for quick operation. Crew members work in tight quarters, surrounded by racks of communication gear, targeting systems, and mission controls. Comfort is minimal, the space is designed for mission endurance, not relaxation. From the pilot's seat, the view is commanding. The wide canopy offers excellent visibility forward and to the sides, essential for both navigation and situational awareness during complex missions. Directly ahead, the pilots face a mixture of digital flight displays and traditional dials, each one providing critical flight information. Altitude, airspeed, engine performance, fuel flow, every variable that keeps the bomber airborne is monitored continuously. Between the pilot and co-pilot is the central console, a dense array of throttle levers, trim controls, radio panels, and mission-specific systems. Behind them, the navigator's station is lined with plotting charts, digital navigation screens, and targeting systems. In modern B-52s, this area is equipped with GPS-integrated navigation computers, enabling pinpoint accuracy over global distances. Alongside sits the radar navigator, also known as the bombardier or weapons systems officer, who manages the bomber's immense arsenal. Their controls operate the bomb bay rotary launchers, wing-mounted pylons, and missile systems. Every weapon release must be calculated precisely, taking into account altitude, speed, wind, and target movement. The electronic warfare officer's position is the nerve center for defense. Their job is to detect enemy radar, jam hostile signals, deploy countermeasures, and keep the bomber invisible or untouchable as long as possible. Surrounding them are racks of receivers, transmitters, and software-defined radios capable of switching frequencies and tactics in an instant. This seat is where the battle of the unseen is fought, the cat-and-mouse game between an attacking bomber and defending radar and missile systems. Even though the interior lacks the plushness of modern airliners or stealth bombers, it is engineered for resilience. Every panel can be removed for maintenance, every wire is routed for accessibility, and every seat is built to endure turbulence, long missions, and the occasional emergency maneuver. The lighting is subdued, often red during combat readiness, to reduce eye strain and maintain night vision. The air inside is a mix of conditioned flow and the subtle smell of oil, metal, and electronics, the unmistakable scent of a machine built to last. Performance is where the B-52 has built its legend. While it doesn't match the speed of supersonic bombers, it was never designed to. Its cruising speed of around 650 miles per hour is perfect for balancing fuel efficiency with mission tempo. At maximum altitude, more than 50,000 feet, it flies above most weather systems and well out of reach of short-range air defenses. Its unrefueled range of roughly 8,800 miles is astonishing, allowing it to fly from the continental United States to virtually any point on the globe without landing. Add aerial refueling, and the B-52 becomes a platform of practically unlimited range, able to remain airborne for more than a day if needed. The payload capacity is one of the bomber's most famous traits. No other operational bomber can match the B-52's ability to carry up to 70,000 pounds of weapons. This can include unguided bombs, precision-guided munitions, cruise missiles, sea mines, and soon, hypersonic weapons. The internal bomb bays are massive, but the real genius lies in its external hardpoints. The ability to carry weapon pods and missiles under the wings dramatically increases the variety and quantity of ordnance available for a single mission. The bomber's versatility means it can switch roles quickly, from carpet bombing to precision strikes, from maritime surveillance to nuclear deterrence, without requiring a complete redesign. In terms of agility, the B-52 surprises many people. For such a large aircraft, it handles with remarkable stability and responsiveness. The wide wingspan provides excellent lift and allows the bomber to maintain level flight even at slower speeds. The tail surfaces give it precise control authority, especially during long missions when trim adjustments are crucial for fuel efficiency. While it's not meant for dogfighting, the B-52 can perform banking turns, altitude changes, and formation flying with elegance that belies its size. During the recent Armada deployment, performance was on full display. Each bomber lifted off in sequence, climbing steadily into formation while maintaining exact spacing with aircraft ahead and behind. This requires not only individual aircraft performance but also pilot skill and communication precision. Once airborne, the formation moved across designated corridors, refueling mid-air with KC-135 and KC-46 tankers. The ability to coordinate such a massive fleet in flight is proof of both the aircraft's dependability and the training of its crews. Safety features on the B-52 have evolved significantly over its decades of service. Early versions lacked many of the protections seen today, but the modern Stratofortress is a fortress in more ways than one. Structural redundancy ensures that critical systems are duplicated, so if one fails, another takes over instantly. Hydraulic systems for control surfaces are backed up with alternative channels, ensuring the aircraft remains flyable even with significant damage. The fuel system is segmented, reducing the risk of catastrophic fire. For defense, the B-52 is equipped with electronic countermeasures including radar jamming pods, chaff dispensers that release strips of metal to confuse radar, and flare dispensers to mislead heat-seeking missiles.